everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katarina. Today's video is going to be the second part for my 3-month update for my low buy. I do film quarterly updates, but I feel I had so much to say, so much things to cover that I decided to split the update to 3 different parts. I will link you the first part. In that I do talk about my overall feelings about the low buy, about consumption, all of that. I also do give a really quick pregnancy update in that video. Then today I'm going to film the second part to the low buy update. So today I will share with you the beauty products that I have purchased during the first 3 months of the year, and then the third part will be all about clothing purchases. I actually bought quite a bit of products for me being on a low buy. So here is everything that I bought during the first 3 months. I just feel I need to address the fact that since my collection is rather minimal at many points, for example my skincare collection, my complexion categories are really curated, almost minimal, I do run out of products regularly and I do need to repurchase products regularly. So I don't want to compare my low buy for someone else, because I know there are people who can go without buying anything for an entire year, for example, but typically their collection looks different than mine. I'm going to share with you everything that I purchased during the first 3 months of the year. And I decided that I will go through this in categories, but I will write here how much I paid for the product, if there was a discount, and where I bought the product and when. In total, all of this cost 103.87 euros. So everything that I purchased myself is actually really affordable, so drugstore or drugstore priced products. However, there is one high-end product here, and this one was a free gift with purchase. So in January I placed a skincare haul to Feelunique and they included this as a free gift with purchase. This one is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. And yeah, this is kind of like a hybrid between a primer and a skincare product, I think, but I do use it as a hydrating primer, and I got to say I have been really enjoying this. This is a really pleasant product to use. For example, on my everyday basis, if I want to add some extra hydration to the skin. And also today I am wearing a little bit heavier foundation because I'm filming. I typically like to wear my full coverage foundation then, and under that I do like an extra layer of hydration. However, this is pretty expensive and I wouldn't spend my own money to this, especially since Essence has a dupe. I have used one of those previously and I do think they do pretty much the same thing, but as long as I have this, I am going to enjoy the product. Then I actually purchased one primer, so this is the Catrice Ten sational 10-in-1 cream primer. So this one really claims to do 10 things, but I got to say some of these things are basically the same thing, like pore minimizing and pores imperfections. Like, isn't it basically the same thing? Then I don't really think all of these claims are true. For example, this claims to be hydrating. I don't think this is. This is a beautiful glowy primer, but what makes this different from other glowy primers is that the glowy primers I have used previously are more on that hydrating side, but they don't do anything for my pores. But this one really does smooth imperfections and smooth my skin. So I really do enjoy this. Then I purchased one foundation. This one is also from Catrice. This is their Nude Drop Tinted Serum foundation. So this one I wanted to try out right away when I saw it, because I typically do enjoy Catrice foundations. I got to say, this is maybe a little bit heavier what I expected. For something like this, I would maybe expect a little bit more natural, kind of like radiant finish. It doesn't need to be like straight out dewy, but a little bit more natural finish. This one, when it dries down, it is really matte. But yeah, I'm for sure going to use it up. I think it is a nice foundation, not just my favorite for every day, My favorite foundation for everyday is actually the Essence Fresh and Fit foundation with niacinamide. This one is really nice. It is totally more on that natural side. It is really lightweight and has kind of like a beautiful skin-like finish almost. I really do love this foundation. Also, this one is not quite as much coverage as the Catrice Tinted Serum foundation, so they are good both, but this one is what is better for my skin at the moment on every day. Then another product from Catrice, so this is their True Skin High Coverage Concealer. This one is my favorite everyday concealer and it is actually a replacement. I do use this on my daily basis because this is so nice. It's not Tarte Shape Tape by any means when it comes to the coverage, but it is nice coverage. It's enough coverage for me on every day. But what I really do love about this concealer is the finish. It is more this natural finish and it doesn't dry down to be really matte and dry looking on my under eye. While I do wear a really full coverage concealer for filming, for example, on every day I just don't feel that's the vibe I want to go for. Then the last complexion product that I purchased is also from Catrice and it's also from the True Skin line. So this is the True Skin Mineral Loose Powder. I didn't have a loose setting powder in my makeup collection for a while, but I wanted to add one because sometimes I just like my skin to be extra smooth and look extra airbrushed. So I was kind of missing a loose powder for a while. I thought that I don't need it in my routine, but I feel when it comes to setting my face, I need to use way more of pressed powder and it takes way longer to set my face to achieve the same kind of like a soft, non-sticky feeling. So yeah, I wanted to add a loose powder and I just decided to pick this one from Catrice because I enjoy the brand. And I do think this is a great powder. Today I set my face with this one, but I also went over of this slightly with my glowy powder to have a little sheen on my skin. Okay, then I did purchase a couple of blushes from Essence. I wanted to add a couple of peachy blushes into my collection because the only peachy blush that I had in my collection was the one in the Charlotte Tilbury Nude palette, and this is a beautiful blush. This one over here, but this is kind of like a little bit more on the muted side. I wanted to have some different options for peachy blushes. I mean, this is stunning, nothing wrong with it, but maybe I wanted to have something just a little bit more brighter. So I did purchase a couple of blushes from the Essence The Blush line. Now I got to say, from all of the blush lines out there, this is my favorite. It's just so great. The formula is so smooth. While there is a lot of pigment to these blushes, they are still really blendable and it's difficult for me to go overboard with these blushes. I had 3 of these Essence The Blushes previously and now I added 2 more. First, this shade Breezy. This one is basically just a dupe for the Milani Luminoso. It's really similar in color. I used to have Luminoso, but mine was so old that I had to declutter it. I hope you can notice the difference in undertone between this Essence Breezy blush and the Charlotte Tilbury blush. While they are both peachy, the Essence blush is more kind of like leaning towards the pinky side and the Charlotte Tilbury blush more towards the orangey side. But the formula on both is this beautiful glowy finish. And then I purchased the shade Breathtaking. This is, by the way, the blush that I'm wearing today. This one is peachy blush, but it is matte. And let me show you the color. This is like my perfect matte peachy blush. It's not too much on the pinky side, but then it's not too orange. It's just this perfect, kind of like a muted peachy color. Absolutely love it. Then I did purchase a couple of lipsticks. So one from Essence and then 2 from Catrice. So from Essence I bought their Hydra matte lipstick in the shade Peach It. I do have from this line also the shade Honestly. That one is like a brownie nude color. And this one is clearly like a peachy color. I have been wearing this couple of times during this spring and I do think it's great. I also do really like this formula. It's a really nice matte formula because it's not super drying. Then I purchased a couple of lipsticks from the Catrice Scandalous matte line. So this is a new matte lipstick line. They do every once in a while relaunch their matte formula. I don't know if they reformulate it, but at least they rename it and make new colors. But I bought a couple of shades from this line, and yeah, I'm wearing today one of the shades and I got to say I love it. I don't know how matte it looks, like if it is truly matte, but it's so comfortable on my lips. So I bought the shade Nude Obsession. This one is a beautiful brownish peachy nude. I absolutely love it. I have not worn it yet though, but I know this will be a perfect nude for me. Then the shade that I am wearing today is the shade Rosy Seduction. It's kind of like a warm rosy, and it totally has some kind of like coral undertone to it. Really do enjoy this color. I think it is stunning, and the formula on these lipsticks is so beautiful. Okay, that was all of the makeup. Let's move on to skincare. As I mentioned in the really beginning of the video, in January I placed a skincare haul to Feelunique. I was in a need for quite a bit of new skincare products for spring and summertime. So yeah, let me share that with you. I did buy from a brand Uriage this huge cleanser. I do not know much about this brand apart that it is a French brand. So I actually got from Feelunique last summer when I placed my birthday haul a huge cleanser similar to this from La Roche-Posay. I loved having it in the shower, and now that I had it in the shower, I always want to have my own cleanser in the shower, and it needs to be huge and it needs to be in a pump bottle so that it's really easy to use. However, I wanted to see if there is something more affordable than La Roche-Posay, and this one I think was the most affordable of these huge cleansers, so I thought, why not try this one? So far I have been really enjoying it, there's nothing to complain, but I will say when it comes to my shower cleanser, the main thing I care about is that it washes my makeup and it washes my face. And then when I think about the other cleansers that I use, if I'm doing my skincare routine on my sink area, on that case I may look a little bit more into the claims and stuff. Then I bought a couple of things from the Inkey list. So their old cleansing balm, and this one I actually bought to my shower. I do have some cleansing oil that I'm using around my sink area, but on shower I think oil might be a little bit messy, so I decided to pick this one from the Inkey list. I actually have used a couple of these previously, and now I remember why I decided to switch back to cleansing oil. The product is really thick, and this packaging is kind of like not the best for the product, because I really need to squeeze hard to get any product out, especially in the beginning when the tube was full. Now that the tube is not full anymore, it is a little bit easier to get out, but yeah, this is just kind of unpractical packaging for this product, but the product itself is great and it works well enough in the shower. Then a couple of other things from the Inkey list. So there are vitamin B, C and E moisturizer. This is the moisturizer I'm using at the moment, but I don't really love this. I don't think this is moisturizing enough. This was the cheapest moisturizer from the Inkey list, so I thought why not give it a go. But yeah, it's not that great, and actually at the moment I do use another moisturizer on top of it. So the Jack Black Double Duty Moisturizer. This one also has SPF, but this is also not moisturizing enough for me, at least now that my skin is still pretty normal and it needs some extra moisture. So I need to wear another moisturizer under this one. During summertime though, this is enough of moisture for me. But yeah, at the moment I'm using first the Inkey list moisturizer and then the Jack Black one. But obviously it would be better just to have one moisturizer that does it all. Then there is one more product from the Inkey list. This is their SPF 30 Daily Sunscreen. This one I bought more thinking about the summer. I watched some reviews of this. People really seemed to enjoy this, so I cannot wait to try it. Okay, then I bought a couple of products from the brand Q+A. This brand is totally new to me. I had never heard of this brand previously, but it is one of the similar brands to the Inkey list and The Ordinary. So they do have affordable products, they do have different skincare products, some serums, different ones, and then some other basic skincare products. Feelunique was actually having this brand 3 for 2, so I picked 3 products from them. So first their Chamomile Calming Night Cream. As you can see, this one is still in the cardboard packaging. I'm using at the moment the Body Shop Aloe Night Cream, and after that I will move to this one. And it would actually be great to find something to replace the Aloe Night Cream. I have been using that for a while from the Body Shop, but I think the Body Shop skincare is pretty expensive for what it is, and the Aloe Night Cream is like almost 30 euros. I just don't know if it is that good. Then I bought from Q+A their Superfood Facial Oil. The way I typically like to use face oil is that when I apply my lactic acid serum from The Ordinary, I put on top of that a layer of facial oil. However, this one, if I use it that way, breaks me out, unfortunately. So what I have been doing with this one actually is that I mix a couple of drops of this to the Inkey list moisturizer that is not moisturizing enough. So that way, if I mix a couple of drops of this to my moisturizer, it doesn't break me out. This is a mixture of different oils, but the first one listed is jojoba oil. And then the last product from Q+A is their Peptide Facial Serum. I was really curious about this because from The Ordinary, their Buffet Serum is one of the more hyped ones, but that one is way more expensive than this one. Even though The Ordinary is really affordable, the Buffet Serum for sure is one of the more expensive serums from them. So when I saw that this Q+A brand has a peptide serum and for way lower cost, I was so curious. Now, I only want to have one serum at once going on in my skincare routine, and for me, my first choice would be retinol, but retinol is not recommended during pregnancy, so I'm not using one at the moment, and I will get back to it later. But meanwhile, I wanted to find something else, and yeah, the peptide serum sounded nice. This is supposed to be anti-aging serum, and the thing with anti-aging is that you cannot really tell it when you use it, but you see results over time. So I don't know if it works, I hope so. But I think, you know, anti-aging skincare is something where I do want to listen to professionals and like skincare people. So that was everything from the Feelunique order, but there is one more skincare product here, and it is The Ordinary 100% organic cold pressed rosehip seed oil. Oh, what a name. But yeah, when I noticed that the Q+A Superfood Oil breaks me out, I decided to pick this oil because I do still like to use oil on top of my chemical exfoliator, and this one from The Ordinary works. Rosehip seed oil for some reason does not break me out, while other oils can do it. Oh, there is actually one more skincare product here, but this one I didn't purchase myself. This one was a free gift with purchase, and it is another face oil. Now, this one is from a brand Puhdas Plus, it means clean plus. This is a Finnish brand, and I did buy a couple of things from an online pharmacy. I needed some lotion for my daughter, she has extremely dry body, and then I needed some iron supplement for myself. So I purchased those things from an online pharmacy, and I was able to pick a free gift with purchase. So from this Puhdas Plus brand, either this one or then their basic jojoba oil, but this one sounded more interesting. So this is their bronzing carrot oil. I certainly didn't need a jojoba oil since I do have now 2 facial oils that I shared with you previously. I don't know if this is going to break me out. It might, because sometimes oils do that. But if it breaks my face out, I can still try to wear it, for example, on my body and maybe mix it into my body lotion, but it sounded so interesting, so I decided to pick this one from the 2 options. Okay, so that was all of the skincare, and then there is a couple of hair care products still. By the way, body care I don't include if it is something that I consider being a basic hygiene product, so that covers all of the deodorants, shower gels and shaving products, but then if I'm going to buy lotions, I'm going to include them. However, I do not need to purchase any lotions in a while, but I do have here still a couple of hair care products. So first, a basic shampoo. This is the Garnier Response Intensely Caring Shampoo from the Olive line. Yeah, this is meant for extremely dry hair and it sounds like it's going to be perfect for my hair. Then the last hair care product that I purchased and the last product that I'm going to share with you today is going to be the 4 Reasons Color Mask. This is in the shade Caramel. I purchased this one before changing my hair color. Now I do have this little bit more red hair going on. I wanted to go a little bit warmer with my hair, but I didn't have a hairdresser appointment booked. But I was just kind of starting to be over of the cooler blonde hair color. I just didn't think it looks the best on me. So I wanted to go warmer and I thought a color mask would be a great way to go. I do think this is nice. I will say though, it's not going to make a huge difference and I will need to let it be on my hair for quite a while for it to really do anything. It's a nice way to maintain color if you have dyed your hair, and then if you want to give a slight tint to your hair, it's going to give that, but it's not going to be anything too major. But yeah, totally something I'm going to use up. I don't know if I would repurchase. They do have also shampoos in this color mask line, so maybe I will try one of those if those crap better to my hair. Those are all of the beauty products that I purchased during the first 3 months, so I feel it was quite a bit of products, but as you saw, most of it was replacements. Then there was a couple of more fun makeup products, but I don't feel I went overboard with those by any means. In the really end, I wanted to talk about some predictions for my beauty spending during the next 3 months. So first of all, I do notice that I am running low on some really basic products that I do buy from Catrice and Essence. So I will need to make some replacements pretty soon. I'm probably going to wait until Tokmanni is having them 20% off. I will need to buy, for example, base coat for my nail polish. I will need to buy new mascara and stuff like that. So really basic things. Also, since we are entering summer, during the next 3 months, I will most likely need to purchase some summer foundation. Summer concealer I do have some leftover concealers from the last summer, but foundations I only have in my winter shade. So that is totally something I will need to purchase. Then my birthday is coming. So Feelunique always gives 20% off discount code for a birthday, and I think I do want to treat myself with a couple of higher end products. I'm thinking of maximum 3, yeah, other than that and the replacements that I need, I don't think I'm going to buy that much. I am on the 3rd trimester of my pregnancy, the due date is in June, so the closer we get there and when the baby arrives, I'm sure makeup is not on top of my mind, so yeah. But that's really everything for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. The last part to my low buy update is going to be me sharing with you the clothing purchases. So I cannot wait to be able to film that video too. Thanks for watching and see you on my next one. Bye bye.